What is up, beautiful people? See who is on this live tonight. Who is ready to go to work tomorrow? It is Sunday, y'all, and I have the Sunday scaries. And y'all may not know what the Sunday scaries is, but the Sunday scaries is when you have anxiety about going to work in the morning. I don't see if anyone is live, but I'm gonna click the like button for myself. Let's see what this thing is doing. Chloe, how's everybody doing tonight? Give me 1 minute. I have to admit, y'all, I do not want to go to work tomorrow. The weekend just be going by too fast, and I'm gonna need it to slow down. Happy Sunday, Craig. How are you doing? How's your Sunday going? Did you have a good weekend? Did it go by fast for you? What's up, Miss Coleman? Kim Coleman is in the house. How y'all doing? Y'all got to go to work tomorrow because I do not want to go. I'm not looking forward to driving 130 miles tomorrow. I be wanting my weekend to slow down. But it seemed like it don't want to listen to me. I was saying earlier, I just had right, it's just too short. We get so much time and energy to the job, and then it's like when you get some time off to yourself, get some time to be around the family, it go by super fast. And now we got to get ready to get on that work grind. Not too loud, Kayla. And it just don't seem like it's fair. We got to get the kids ready. Y'all know school don't start it back, so all of the school traffic is out. People driving crazy. We're seeing a lot of buses now. So it just keeps you busy and stressed out. Am I the only one that gets stressed out on Sunday? What are you all doing to relax y'all mind before the workflow tomorrow? Because I got a lot of stuff to do. I just don't want to do it right now. I kind of wish today was Saturday. I hope y'all did something fun for the weekend. Did I do anything fun? The time go by so fast, y'all, I can't even remember. But if you all did something fun, y'all let me know what y'all did. Because I relaxed. That's what I did. I relaxed. I sat on the couch for a little while. And then I cleaned out my eBay room because I used to be a reseller. But I took a break from reselling, so I'm getting rid of a lot of stuff. So I cleaned up my entire room. It looks like a brand new room. Oh, you have a beautiful singing voice as one of your video shorts came on my feed. Thank you so much. I sung that today at church, actually. Not thinking about it is my strategy. Worked on my computer this weekend. That's good. And thank you so much, Kim. Singing and playing the piano, that's like therapy for me. And I'm so thankful that I do have that gift because it, like when I'm stressed out and stuff, it kind of helps me to relax. And I enjoy it. I'm self-taught. I took lessons for a while, but I just don't read music good. I just play mostly by ear. Thunder Sound say, I start getting ready at the last minute to not give the work week too much of my weekend. I don't blame you. Because you be needing all of your time. Because they get 5 days. I don't know about y'all, but I'm only off on Saturday and, well, actually Saturday, because I work for the church too, because y'all know I'm a musician. So I only have 1 day off. But at least Sunday, I get to worship the Lord and play and use my gifts and talents. So it's still a job requirement, because if I don't show up to church, they will fire me. So I still have a job to do at the church, y'all. But it's a little bit better than being at the cubicle, y'all, because y'all know that cubicle, they really gonna be upset if I don't come. But I didn't, usually I cook on Sunday, but today I took a rest. I gave myself some time off. Y'all know Gen X, we like to work ourselves to death. What would be my advice with other self-taught musicians? To not compete with other musicians, and know that you're gonna have your own sound, your own style. People play music differently, and I had to learn that. Thank you so much, C darling. I appreciate you for the $9.99. I admire your positivity and kindness. Thank you for being you. We need more people in the world. Thank you so much. I appreciate that. You know, I'm glad you said that. That just made my night, because somebody stated that they can't connect to me because they feel like I'm living in luxury. And I really don't know what that means. Like, what is a person's idea of luxury when somebody has a mortgage? I would figure like luxury is having your house paid off. It's like, what do I, people don't know what you're going through. They don't, do I have to be living on the streets for people to connect to me? I mean, I'm working 2 jobs. That's not enough? I'm not supposed to have anything? So I just appreciate that comment. Thanks for blessing me. But it's like people like, I think like on YouTube, people really don't like for you to be honest about what's going on in your life. Like, when you tell your trials and your testimonies, some people see it as complaining, but you never know how your trials and testimonies is helping somebody else. Thank you so much, Thunder Sound. You're right. It's not for everybody. But if we hold in our trials and our tribulations, how are other people supposed to grow and get through the storm? If we don't tell them about our storm, they may feel like they're trapped and have no release. And that's why I think it's a lot of mental illness in the United States, because people want these perfect pictures. Thank you so much, C darling. I appreciate you. Because we all have to lift each other up. Like, it is, y'all just don't know how much hate and messages. Sometimes I have to delete them, because I don't want that to get out into the community. I know some people keep their messages on when it's negative because they say that it helps the algorithm, but I don't want that type of negativity in my community. YouTube don't pay me like that. I don't make I'm not making a whole lot of money on YouTube, so I'm not gonna subject, and even if I was, I'm not fixing to subject that to my community, because I like to keep it positive. But that's why a lot of people have mental illnesses in the United States, because they do not have any safe spaces to release and to talk about what they're going through, because people look at them like they're complaining. Hey, Deborah, how are you doing? Lemonade Life, hey. You are a social worker too. Thank you for sharing your time with us this evening. Thank you so much for being here. Oh, Miss, and Kim says takes a big percentage of your earn. Oh, Kim, what you say, they take so much of earnings, and it's not a whole lot because I'm a small YouTuber. You have to really have like a big platform to make some money on YouTube. That's why I always ask y'all to leave comments in because it helps the algorithm. Even if you're watching and you just leave some eyeglasses or emoji, it just helps the algorithm. I'm great. Thanks for asking. I'm glad you're doing good, Deborah, because that's a blessing to be doing good in this world with so many things happening. Because a lot of people say I've been coming on doing the doom and gloom, but I can't help but tell people the truth. I don't know what social media has done to people because people only post when they're up, when they're on vacation, when they looking polished. And people have gotten used to people having little fairy tale lives and think that's how people supposed to live all the time. Life is not scripted, y'all. Life presents challenges. And I don't know why people think that. I see people here on YouTube, they talking to people while walking on the beach, talking about luxury. Um, Lemonade Life said, my caseload is 100% mental health clients. I completely understand your frustration at times. I have a high caseload working with um, indigent people, people who don't have anything. A lot of people who don't have a whole lot of insurance, so I'm working with them all the time. And I told y'all, like, Black Manners Fair, man works for a family. Yeah, man works for his family, a woman works for their family too. In America now, it takes everybody working in the household to sustain it. Back in the day, long time ago, you may have be able to work with one income, but that's not the case. Um, no family, no reason to work. This is what brings man and woman together, balance. Man, woman, and child, that's what we work for. Exactly. And I have a husband, I have a child, so that's why we are all working in the house. Deborah said, it doesn't matter how I'm doing, no matter what, I will always say I'm doing good because God is great. Yes, God is so good. And you know what? Sometimes, people carry, I work with indigent people as well, mainly off the streets and homeless. That's my love, Lemonade Life. That was my first social work job, working with the homeless. And that was my favorite way of doing social work. I used to do, I was in the field work when I worked with the homeless because I would walk under the bridge. We would walk in groups and we would have these big backpacks and we gave out care packages to the homeless under the bridge and we would make sure that they had water. But it's like it's some people that's living some rough lives. Like it was one man, he hurt himself and we had to get him to the hospital. And he was just staying there because nobody wanted to help him. But I was so glad I got to do that. I can see that you have a very warm demeanor. Thank you so much. That's like, in this world today, a lot of people don't have compassion. So I always pray that I don't put people in a box. Because, like if y'all ever, like social workers, because I've been doing social work for now like over 25 years. And when you work with people, you start seeing patterns and behaviors. And you can just kind of see if somebody's lying to you. And I always ask God not to allow me to judge people and categorize people and put people in a box. I'm always present for each client and try to do my best to help them without judgment. I've heard with the big bill, the big beautiful bill, a lot of the elderly in the nursing homes will be being kicked out. I hope that's not true. I got to read over that real good. But I know one thing with the big, beautiful bill, a lot of people are happy about a lot of the Medicaid cuts. Just like the Bible says, the love of many has waxed cold in these last days. Yes, it has. And people are showing up for it. They are all about the hate. They don't have no concern about people. And their compassion is gone. And it's like they have been desensitized to people being in pain, and it doesn't bother them anymore. And like I was going to say, just because somebody is present and they present well, thank you so much, Corey. I appreciate you. It's like, I don't know, like people like fairy tales. They like for you to either be perfect or look like you're broken. A lot of people hold pain differently. A lot of people are going through trials and tribulations, but they show up polished and well groomed and clean, and they're doing everything in their power to maintain their posture and their demeanor and their struggle, but they're showing up with God's grace and mercy on them, because only God's grace can help you to shine when you're going through trials and tribulations. So we have to stop judging people and looking at people and thinking everybody has it all together. Just because I can sit up here right now, have my hair done, have my lipstick on, but you don't know what somebody is dealing with on the inside. Just because somebody is taking care of themselves, you don't, especially as women, all the time we have to fight to hold ourselves together. We have to fight to get out this house, take care of our children, do all the demands that we have to do. Life with Wanda, how are you doing? Good to see you. People be fighting to hold it together. And then you have people want to judge them by the way that they look. And I have found, I'm glad you're doing good, Wanda. I have found like people judge you by the way that you look. If you don't look broken enough, they don't like you. If you look too polished, they don't like you. If you talk correct English, they don't like you. It's like you can't win with people. So that's why you have to always just show up with the right intentions and always be yourself. Like I told y'all, like I would never come on here and lie about anything. But it seems like when I tell the truth about the trials and tribulations that I'm going through, talking about my job being restructured, telling people the real, it's like people don't want to hear it. People have got so sensitized to people lying to them and just showing them all the good things. And life is not a fairy tale. You're going to have good days, you're going to have bad days. You right, Kim. You can't please everybody. I'm so glad you called my live, Wanda, because I be seeing you in my premieres sometimes, y'all. I be at those premieres, y'all, by myself. Just on there by myself. But y'all do be showing up in the comments, so I appreciate y'all. And like, y'all can always, Wanda said, I believe you. I am glad that you are telling these truths. I'm glad that you glad that I'm telling them, because some people, they get so mad that, and it's my truth. I'm not telling nobody else truth. It's so many things that I'm going through right now, y'all. It ain't all roses over here. Lemonade Life said, you are so right. I work daily with a positive mindset even when I'm broken. People think my life is so good just by my demeanor and dress. Right. Welcome in, Money Moves. How are you? Hey, Marcy. Long time no see. Oh, okay. Thank you for putting me on the laptop. But sometimes it's a struggle as women to keep your decorum. And I don't know what it is with these men. They come in your comments, watch one video, and they have determined your whole life. They know everything about you now from that one post. They haven't been following you, but they don't checked out that whole video, and they don't looked at you, and you don't have a husband, you don't have a family. And I don't know what that's about. It's so many people show so much hate now. Nancy, welcome in. Nancy said, I have made an effort to decent men from my life after decades of struggle with them. It's a struggle. It's like, I don't know what it is with them, but it's like they don't want to get along with you. They regret you. They resent you. It's like some of them want you to be destitute or something. They don't want you to have goals in life or be independent or be strong. We are holding our own selves back. We sure are with hatred. Yes, you definitely got to be strong out here. Money Move says. Exactly. We got to. Because people are always trying to tear you down for no reason, and you don't even have to be doing anything. You can just be coming on your YouTube channel telling your truth. Welcome in, Bangara. I hope I'm saying your name right, because I will mess up a name. But it's like, I don't know what it is, y'all. Series of abusive, controlling bosses, controlling, secretive husband who is now an ex-boyfriend who pretend to care about me but really didn't. It's exhausting. And Nancy, you have to be careful with that. Chloe, my cat, y'all, done got into something. She being bad. You have to be careful with those boyfriends pretending to care, because a lot of people be trying to present well so they can get back in your life. And I'm glad you're able to see it, because you don't want to get caught up into something like that. Yes, people do not know what you're going through, Wanda. This is the gender wars out here. Money moves, and it didn't used to be like that. I don't know why it's such a hate between the sexes now. It's like, I was watching somebody post the other day, and they was telling this lady that the only way that she can be successful in life is to have a husband. Yes, it's a lot of users out here. Judge Tolan says that look, pay attention. Yes, we gotta pay attention. My prayers all the time that the Lord remove the scales from my eyes, because I don't want to subject myself or be lured into any deception. So I always ask him to remove the scales from my eyes, open up my ears so I can see, because I don't want to be misinformed about with anybody, because it's a lot of people out here know how to say all the right things and having the wrong heart is black as coal, but they can present so well, and you'll be believing them. Thank you so much, Wanda. I appreciate you. I found strange Candace Owens married her husband after 20 days since the first day they met without any single romantic dinner. He's a millionaire, must be loved. I don't really follow Candace Owens, but hey, I can't say what she saw in that man, but must be the money. I don't know. Be careful, some exes want revenge. Exactly. They want to get back in so they can destroy your life. So you definitely have to pay attention, Nancy. It's a struggle to try to pay all my bills on my own, but it's better than putting up with all that. I understand because I got a lot of friends and they tell me they rather have their peace than to have to deal with somebody tearing them down and being competitive with them and trying to control every aspect of their life. Now, it's one thing to find a good man and a man who's confident in himself, but it's a lot of men out there that they carrying all this emotional baggage and all of this trauma, and then they want to get in a relationship with you and then tear you down. And what women do all the time, we always want to feel like we can save somebody and nurture somebody, but that's not what they want. They want to control you and tear you down. Peace is everything. And that's why I don't really have a whole lot of friends, because I enjoy my peace. I love my time to myself. I don't need any negative energy. It's a lot of negativity out here. Oprah started it now. Now people get paid to talk about it online. What Oprah started? Oprah making the big money. Peace is everything. I'm the same way. Y'all don't want good men. Y'all want Herbert. Who is Herbert Walking Ghost? It's not a whole lot of good men though walking ghosts. It ain't enough of good men to go around. And I've been married, y'all, for 25 years. I have to learn boundaries and then relearn. Yes, boundaries is everything. But some people don't even have boundaries. They'll ask you all kind of crazy questions, want to get in your business, don't understand personal space. What is up, Tommy? How are you doing? How are those sales over there? I know you are doing good. Herbert the Playboy. Uh-oh. God will provide. Yes, he will. I get drained easily. Marcy, me too. Like when I turn 50 years old, I'm glad everything is well, Tommy. I'm glad you came by to say hello. But I'm just in this era, y'all. Like I'm 50 years old. I'm at peace with who I am. I'm at peace with what I'm doing. I'm not in competition with anybody else. I'm comfortable in my skin, even my flaws. I'm embracing everything about me. I'm learning new things. And I have to say, like, discernment has always been my gift. That's my gift from God. But since I've turned 50, my discernment has picked up even stronger. I miss seeing you in the live, so this is very nice. Oh, thank you, Marcy. I miss hanging out with my reselling friends. It seemed like everybody went their own way and started doing their own thing, but that's what growth does. Sometimes you have to move on and so you can find your way. Kim said it's the same way with me as I'm 52 years old. Ain't it a good feeling though? It's a good place to be in when you're confident about yourself and feeling good about who you are. You know what you like now. You meet somebody, you know if you like them or not. You don't have to be having all that fluff when you meet somebody now. You can be like, no, I'm good. I ain't gotta deal with them like that. You don't mind saying no. You don't care if they don't invite you to the barbecue no more. You just confident about yourself now. And I love it. Because I used to be a people pleaser, y'all. I was trying to please everybody. I was trying to please everybody but myself. But I had to learn the hard way. What's up, Miles? Welcome in. I hope you're doing well. The 50th decade hits different. It sure does. But y'all know, I don't know if y'all see this, but some of these 50-year-old women, they be doing some strange stuff. It's like they be trying to compete with the young folks out here. We supposed to be motivating them and trying to encourage them and be a role model for them. And it's like some of them allowing the young people to be a role model for them. Thank you, Marcia. I appreciate you. So I don't know what it is. It's just a strange world we in right now. It's like, but I'm comfortable with who I am. And I am just, even though I have to drive the 130 miles, I come on and I talk about it because it's something real that happened to me. Because I did not see it coming, y'all. I did not know I was going to have to be, because you know, when you get a certain age and you working your job, you thinking your job gonna become easier and it's gonna flow better. You don't expect your job to move 65 miles out. Welcome in, Eco. Blessings to you. Y'all, Eco has a great YouTube channel if you want to know about homestead and learning how to grow vegetables, live out on the grid. He lives out in his what you call it? I forgot what to call it. Manufactured home. He lives on his own land. He has a whole lot of property, and he has so much space, and he gives a lot of valuable knowledge to the community. But you all may want to check out his channel. I really want to go into getting land, a lot of land. How many more years do you have before you can retire? Yes, my dream life. Kim, I got about 5 more years. I really want to do it in 5 and just be done. That's why I'm holding on, because y'all know I told y'all the only reason why I'm holding on is because of the pension. You know, jobs don't give out pensions anymore. So I'm thankful that I do have a job that has a pension, because we can't just live on Social Security anymore. And now I think they're calling Social Security managed payments now. They're not going to be calling it Social Security anymore. So it's like, y'all look it up. It's like something, I'm going to probably talk about it some, but it's like something the government is giving you now. And if you're a working person, you earned every dime of your check. You're welcome, Eco. I appreciate you. But homestead life, having land and property, I think is very biblical. Homesteading, having land, because that's what most of the majority of the people in the Bible, the children of Israel, that's why he wanted them to possess the land, because he didn't want them to have to work for somebody else. I don't know if y'all realize it, like all of the children of Israel and the people of God, they were all herdsmen. They were fishermen. They were working from their own land. And I think it's biblical for us to have our own land and to work our own land, to have wealth. And we've been so influenced by the system that we have gotten away from what God commanded us to do. Yes, the majority of jobs have 401k. which will not be enough to sustain you for the rest of your life after retirement. Right. And you know, it's people out there don't have to exhaust their 401k to sustain themselves now because inflation is so high. And my heart goes out to these people. Family compound is truly the goal. Exactly. Meeting metrics and, well, getting someone out. Most of these jobs don't do for, yeah, they are even stopping the 401ks now. They don't want to give us nothing. They don't want to, they want to replace people with AI, move jobs out of the country so we won't have jobs. It's just so different now. And the job that, like, it's not easy to get a job now, y'all, because people tell me all the time, you need to find another job. Where I'm gonna find one at? Where I'm gonna find another job that offers a pension? It's not a whole lot of choices now. And ageism is also weird. Don't nobody want to hire somebody in their 50s. Now I know that God is able, but it's just different now. So I'm trying to hold on to my little job. It may not be the best one, and I do have to drive a lot, but I get a check and I have insurance and I do get a little vacation time. I may not get vacation like other people do because of that caseload. Don't nobody want to work my caseload when I'm gone. But I'm thankful for it. Especially with me being in my 50s, it's hard to find another job. Exactly. Thank you, Miles. It is very hard. They feel like that you're not qualified. I guess they feel like you don't have anything to offer the company, and that you may be a risk and a liability to them because they feel like you may be getting sick a lot and having to go to the doctor. But maybe that's what it is. That's the last one. It's one more left. It's gone. My daughter in here, y'all, eating all the snacks up. Go on and eat it. She eating all the snacks, y'all. A pension is like finding a needle in the haystack. I know that's right, because it's hard to find one now. And a lot of people, even with the 401ks, a lot of people don't make enough money to match the 401ks. My nephew just got a fast food job. It took almost 2 months for them to call him for an interview. Oh my gosh. We got a lot of older adults working fast food. I see a lot of older adults. Like the Chick-fil-A that I go to, just mostly older adults. But I like the older adults because they be running that Chick-fil-A. I agree we have to hold on to the jobs we have. My job should pay more, but I'm holding on. Yes. My job, we don't even get raises, y'all. We get cost of living adjustments. That ain't a raise, y'all. But we get the cost of living. So I'm not going to complain. At least that's something. A lot of the job listings aren't even real, as they are called ghost jobs. I heard about that. Like, they just making up jobs. It's like you don't even know who to trust anymore. And we saw what happened with the forgot what was the labor lady got fired with Trump. I think he fired her because the numbers were not correct about the jobs. You are very well versed. Thank you, Wanda. I appreciate you. I'm going to sign off. Nice hanging with you for a few. Thank you, Marcy. Always come back anytime. I hope to see you again. I'll probably be popping on live more because I like connecting with my community. Yes, hold on to what you got. Overqualified, not willing to follow. It's a lot of people that's overqualified now and they still can't find a job. You got me saying amen over here. Yes, my old job paid out millions. My old job. What you doing to get paid out millions? I was just speaking to a person on today while on and out and on the water today. So many salaries are being cut by 40%. That's a lot. 40%. All of these jobs, and like I was telling y'all about Frito-Lay. Like Frito-Lay is a company that has been around a long time. They cutting people. J.C. Penney's cutting people. Walmart has started cutting people. It's just so many jobs now. What's that place? Joann's Fabric. It's a lot of companies cutting people because of the inflation. Hey, I just wanted to say thank you for blessing me with the piano. Please upload more. Oh, thank you so much, Lovey. I appreciate you. You're very intelligent and your voice is relaxing. Thank you so much. Melissa D. Welcome in. We had an escape plan, profit sharing. Oh, that's good. What's up, Cheryl? Yes, we gotta stay focused, and we will definitely get through. With God's grace and mercy, yes we will. He will see us through. And it's not gonna be easy, y'all. Just cause like I've been going through like something very strange right now. I wouldn't say that it's strange, it's a very good thing what I'm going through right now. Even with my job, even though I'm being restructured and driving so many miles, it's a lesson in it. It's a journey. And I'm at a point where I'm thinking like I'm going through an awakening. My spirit is being woke up, y'all. All the things that I believed growing up, I realize now that it has been a lie. I realize that there's no rewards in being loyal. This conversation, my 22-year-old is driving me crazy about. She driving you crazy about this conversation? Oh, about driving. Endless conversation about her job. Serve fake jobs, no callbacks with her and her friends. These jobs are different. A lot of people are being interviewed by AI now. I don't know if y'all know that. This year, everything has been a great deception. And it's like God has woken something up in my spirit right now. And anything that feels scripted, anything that feels rehearsed, it's something that just don't agree with my spirit. I don't like it. Even like with church, I love church, but I don't like scripts. It's just something about this awakening right now that I'm going through. And I'm finding I've always read the Bible, but now it's like when I read the Bible now, y'all, it's totally different. Angry Otter, welcome in. America is a land of opportunity, but most Americans don't understand its promise. So many immigrants do. You can be and do anything you want in this nation. Angie said, just look at all the graduates and the debt of these loans. We have to stick together. Things are going to hit the fan. All these layoffs is insane, but God, exactly. There's a teacher shortage in Texas where we are other needs in the job market. That's the information I think people need. Yes, it has been a great deception. You're reading the Bible with understanding now since the scales have been removed. And that's probably what it is, Kim, because that's what my prayer has been, is for the scales to be removed and for my ears to be open. What is up, Victoria? How are you doing? Thank you for being here. And Anger Otter said that it's a lot of opportunity. You can be anything you want to be in this nation. It is a lot of opportunity, but it's a lot of deception and knowledge that is hidden. And everybody's journey here is different in America. Everybody's not going to have the same journey and our opportunities. Some people have to fight harder for their journey. Some people have to struggle harder. Some people don't have to struggle. But I know only thing I can do is speak for me and what I have been through. I thought I was doing all the right things. I got loans because I couldn't pay for college because I grew up poor. I grew up in the hood. I grew up in the projects in a bad neighborhood. So I got student loans and I went to college. Thought I was doing that right. Still didn't make enough money. That's why I tell people, now you really need to, if you're going to go to college, you really need to research and make sure whatever degree that you're getting, that it's going to be useful. Because I wouldn't say that my degree is useless, but being a social worker don't make a lot of money. So I would say people need to go to school and learn about technology and computer programming, anything in computers dealing with AI in the medical field. I have been interacting with close friends and we were thinking, should we get another degree? She wants to get her PhD. We are just putting our heads together on the next move. Well, my bestie, she just got her PhD in, what is it? Public health. So people still getting degrees. You know, everybody's journey is not going to be the same. So, but that's why we have to continue to pray and seek God, because, you know, we have a way that feels right unto ourselves, but we just have to seek God's guidance. My son is into his second year for cybersecurity. That's awesome. I think that is a good study. You know, I wish, like I heard in Texas, like you can come out of high school with a associate degree. I wish they had that here in Alabama, because Google has certificate programs a lot of industries are looking for. Don't have to spend 2 and 4 years in college anymore. I heard about those certificate programs, and people that work for Google, they're doing very good. That's the way to go. Tech is the way to go. Or some type of trade, because everybody's going to need a plumber. Everybody's going to need air conditioning, refrigeration. And so something that's good with your hands, fixing things. Let the Most High guide your footsteps. Yes. Stay productive. Stay learning. Continue to ask and seek, because that's the only way we're going to learn. And we have to do our research. Because one thing about this system, you got to know how to play the system. You know, you have to know how to play the games that the system plays. Yes, in Texas, you can do dual credit with community college and high school. And I like that they doing that, because 12 years of school, y'all know how powerful our mind is. And most of the time, we be in college for 12 years, learning the same math, levels 1, 2, and 3. We never advance. Then we go back to English and we learn English 1, 2, and 3. Our mind is too powerful just to be 12 years, that's all we learn. We really only need the basics. They can revamp their whole curriculum and have these kids to get a degree when they come out. Angie says, Regina, I'm going to get quiet and seek the Lord and pray and fast. I'm going to stay on my prayer walks for guidance. Ask the Lord for wisdom, knowledge, and discernment. Yes, I'm always seeking him because that's why I get up at 4:30 in the morning so I can hear from God. It's true, everybody's journey is different. There will always be work in the trades. There's a big shortage now. I agree. Money Move said I had to go back to school, but I did not want to go though. Sometimes you have to go back and advance your degree and try different things. If one degree is not working, a lot of people go back to school. Nothing is wrong with it. Let the Most High guide your footsteps. He will guide those footsteps. Victoria said, my mom always said that the first year of college should include a course on the degree that you want to take, that you're taking you through the daily life of working in that field. It's a good fit for you. But you know what, Victoria, even though we go through 12 years of school and we learn reading, math, language, and science over and over again, those first 2 years back in college, we have to relearn all of that stuff again. And I don't even think that's fair. We have to pay to learn what we learned in high school all over again. Angry Otter said, I ran for Congress. One of my initiatives was stripping electives from 11 through 12 grades and implementing trade schooling where every student walked out of high school with a trade. I think that's very good. Now, when I was going to school, we had things like that. We had printing, the guys had welding, and even further back, they had cosmetology. It was just things that you can come out of high school, already able to make an income for yourself. But then they took that away. I used to say I wasn't good in math. Truth was, I was intimidated by the subject. Once I got over it and I was able to learn at my pace, then it made sense to me. That's amazing. So you kind of just taught yourself in your own little quiet space. I was never good at math. That was one of the weakest subjects. Basic math I was good at, but when it comes to algebra and all of that and geometry, I'm lost. That's true. It's not fair at all. Victoria, they make us pay for it all over again. Everything that we learned in high school. I think you should go right into college, learning the field that you're going to be working in. Oh, yeah, I remember home economics, Cam. We learned how to cook and just learned a lot of life lessons. And that's the problem now. These children, they're not learning any life lessons. They're learning about the curriculum that most of the curriculum they're not even going to use when they get out of high school. They should be learning how to deal with life, managing their money, having better social skills, learning how to read the room. That Gen Z is totally different because you all know they grew up and was going to school during the y'all know what happened when the world shut down. But they don't even have social clues about a whole lot of things. Learn how to have resilience. Let's see. Remember, yes, I remember those home economic. Academic intimidation, real problem in our community. I agree. I took homemaking over home economics because I knew how to balance a checkbook, but didn't know how to cook or sew. I was one are the only guys in the class. Ain't nothing wrong with that. Hey, you know, you don't have to depend on nobody to do it for you now. I remember I took home economics, but um we used to cook. It was some I learned how to do some cooking too though. But my mama taught me how to balance a checkbook. Like when I got into sixth grade, she set up me a checking account. And I was balancing that checkbook. Yes, they should not have taken those trades out. I don't know why they did that. It's so much that children can learn at an early age. And it's like that, it's like the system like keeping us stuck and stagnant. That's why a lot of people like to homeschool their children. And children probably learn better being homeschooled, to be honest. That's true. A lot of these kids access too quick information, so they don't do research or read. I think Cheryl, like some of these degrees, they need to stop. They just need to take out of college. Like when you in certain different states, these children they get degrees and they come out of college and they can't even find a job. Like here in Alabama, they people was graduating with bachelor's degrees in fashion design. We don't um interior design and decorating. It's none of that you can do in Alabama and get a good job. It's just some degrees just need to be taken away. They just taking people money. It was two different classes here in Texas when I went to school. Okay. I think mine was all in one because I sure do remember. Also, I wish more parents knew that 2K investments, 2000 investment in mutual fund when a child is born equates to over $1 million at their retirement. That's a good thing. I got my child set up. So she is set up. I have some investments for her and I'm just letting it stay in. Hey Regina. Hey Jess Reese. I want to encourage all to seek the kingdom of God and his righteousness, pray and ask God to give knowledge, wisdom, and understanding of his 10 commandments and his Sabbath day. Thank you so much. In Jesus' name. Yes, I'm always seeking the Lord. And his knowledge is wisdom. His knowledge is and wisdom is the best knowledge to have. The jobs in Pennsylvania where I am is mostly, what is that, Cheryl? You is it working from home? What's up, Pencil Poetry? Y'all make sure y'all check out Pencil Poetry, y'all. He has some good content on working in careers, and he has so much information on burnout and stress, on how to handle it. He has a safe space in his community to talk about work-related stress that we go through on these jobs. So you all make sure you all connect with him. Exactly, keep people down. The whole purpose of the system. Black people, please take out life insurance on you and your parents. I know that's right, because there's a lot of people I see with the cash apps. That's the first thing when I got out of my parents' house. My dad made me take out insurance, life insurance, and the younger the better. Yes, the kingdom is the key. Jobs here are mostly warehouse and fast food and retail. And you know, Cheryl, it's a lot, you just can't make a whole lot of money in fast food and retail. So you go to college and it's like the government jobs and the high seeking jobs, it's just like it's hard to compete and get a job. Like here in Alabama, people like time they get out of college, they want to work at the VA, and it's only so many people can be hired at the VA. It's only so many people that can be hired at UAB and University of Alabama. And where else? We have Golden Flakes here. It is just so many people. I mean, you get a degree, where you going? Jobs here are mostly the warehouse. And thank y'all so much for hitting that like button. It is sad outlook out there, and many people feel stuck. And you know, it's just not a good place to feel stuck. Because a lot of times, y'all, and to be honest, you know, we go on these jobs, we do the same thing over and over again. It's mundane, it's draining. You're not learning anything, you're not learning any new information. You're performing the same thing over and over again, seeing the same coworkers with the same mindsets. Nobody is elevating their mind. You're hearing the same conversation, and it's just draining, y'all. It is a rat race. We live in an information age. You don't need a degree to be successful. Right, Michael? I think about that a lot, like with AI and all the technology that we have. We go out, we getting all of these degrees, which we are paying for. And then AI takes your job because AI can do it fast. AI don't get sick, tired, don't need insurance. So it's like, are degrees really going to be useful? That's some of the questions I ask myself. The same break room talk, and I be so tired of it. I be so tired of hearing about little Johnny and little Susie and Mr. Frank. I don't want to hear about them people all the time. And nobody's talking about, nobody at my job, they don't talk about cryptocurrency, investments. It's all about little Johnny them and what somebody else doing. And I don't want to hear about that. It's exhausting. How is the Mercedes-Benz plant in Vance, Alabama? Oh, everybody be trying to get work at Mercedes-Benz. When somebody say they work at Mercedes, people be like, you got a good job. And they do. It's still there. A lot of people drive. Now, it's people that live in on the outskirts of Birmingham, and they drive in to Mercedes because Mercedes-Benz, they give some good perks. So that's worth the drive there. But just think about, like, you gonna at least make 80,000 to 100,000 a year at Mercedes-Benz. So I wouldn't mind driving that. I'm like, I want to know what it feels like to make $100,000 a year. But we in a whole nother era now, y'all. It's just no guarantee that going to school is going to help us to have a successful job, a successful career. We have to learn other things. We have to think outside the box now. That's why I be saying we got to learn about investments now and cryptocurrency, because that's the new thing now. Because they're replacing money because the American dollar does not have its same value anymore. So they're coming up now with stable coins. And so we need to know how to leverage that money. So that's what I've been trying to learn, y'all. But I appreciate you all so much for hanging out with me tonight. Y'all, I do not want to go to work tomorrow. Things will change over the next 10 years. Most countries, including China, are going through a demographic problem. They don't have a replacement generation. The U.S. does. Manufacturing will return. I do believe that manufacturing will return. Now, I think it's going to be a lot of robots involved, but I do think it will be returning and we'll have it back because I hate that a lot of manufacturing companies went overseas, and I don't like that we have to depend on other countries to service us with products and stuff. I don't like it. Why would we outsource everything? Why would we have to depend on other countries for everything? They have moved the goalposts when it comes to these degrees. Having a bachelor's degree is feeling like the new high school diploma in this day. I agree. It's like you have to have a PhD. You need two of them. And you still may not get the job. They might say, I'm sorry, you're just overqualified. We're really looking for someone who's entry level, someone that we can train and mold, and you just have too much experience and you have your own mindset. You're just not what we're looking for. We are just in a different era. And I don't know about y'all, but don't it seem like it changed real fast? Like everything. And they've been prepping us. I feel like they've been prepping us for this, but it just seemed like it just came real fast. They outsource everything and call it progress. I agree. And it's not, because it's hurting the American people. Even with the, I ain't gonna say that, but my spouse and I make $160K a year combined, neither with a degree. It can be done. You really don't need none. You just got to use your brain. Liberal arts degree, not what it used to be. I know, right? They need to take that off the, don't let people go to school for that. That's a waste of money. Overqualified is just their way of saying they don't want you. Exactly. Some things they can just train people. If you don't went to school for 12 years, you can train me. I'm trainable. I have a high school diploma. I know English 1, 2, and 3. I know math 1, 2, and 3, and I don't did it for 12 years, so hire me. The companies want to save money. They want to offshore all the jobs. Yeah, and then a lot of companies, when they move, they get incentives. So I will move too. Because we tax our people to death. They tax the companies to death. And if I guess if I was a big company and I can pay people less and make more, maybe I'd do it too. They have no guidelines when it comes to workers overseas. They don't have to follow all these policies and guidelines that we have in the U.S. They don't have a whole lot of protection for their employees. So they cut a lot of corners. The companies wants to save money, so they just won't offshore all the jobs. Exactly. That's true. We have what you are looking for. Right. So this is a different time, y'all. It was something that I want to talk to y'all about, but now I can't remember. I'm having a mother's brain. That's what I call it when I can't remember nothing. My field, a standard salary 2005K every 2 weeks. Same job in the Philippines is 150 every 2 weeks. That's a company's incentive to offshore. 2,500 every 2 weeks. The same job in the Philippines. Wow, the same job. So you get the Philippines is 150 every 2 weeks. Wow. Yeah. They don't have to pay them. They don't have to pay them insurance, life insurance. They don't have to give them sick time, vacation time. It's just they get to keep all the money. So that's why they leave. But I wouldn't want to be. I wouldn't want to do that to my people, my citizens. You want people to give everything of themselves to you, to your company. And you don't want to pay them. And these companies make a whole lot of money now. They make big money. Even if they do pay, like some of these companies make so much money, even if they do pay the life insurance, the health insurance, and all of that, they still come out good. But it's just not enough. They want more and more. So it's really sad that greed has taken over and people don't see people as human beings anymore. They just see people as profit. And it's sad. It's bad when they offshore, though, because they're taking away jobs from people in America. And by doing what we can't afford, their products. Exactly. But you know what? They say they love America. So how can you love America when you treat the citizens like that? That's not loving America to me. They want to put people in debt, so that's why college degrees are required. You better say that, because these college degrees, you gonna pay back that student loan. They are common for you. And when you start, and then you know what, money moves. Even when you go to college, I don't know if y'all experience this, but you get all kind of credit card offers. I had so many credit cards that they freely gave me. I had not one job. I just put on there that I was in college and they gave me a card so I can be indebted to the system. Congratulations. You are now in the system when you get that credit card. These student loans have so many people in a chokehold. They really do. It's like you can never pay them off. Y'all, I'm gonna be back. I'm gonna plug my cell phone up. My battery is going low. Give me 1 second, y'all. I'm back, y'all. I have to plug my little phone up. My battery going low. Y'all give me a second. I'm gonna be shaking it, shaking the phone. My battery wanna go down me. Did y'all get credit cards when y'all was in college, or just me? Yes, Victoria. They was just giving me cards. Oh, and the Sears card, y'all, was the worst. They had the highest interest rate ever. It took me forever to pay Sears off. And I'm glad, and you know what? Sears did a lot of people wrong. And y'all now see they are out of business now. Sears used to give back a long time back in the day. Sears used to help with mortgages and stuff. Cause my grandmama went through that and they took her house. So They gave people so much high interest rates. Yes, it's a debt trap. I love clothes, so I mostly had department and retail stores. I had Riches. Y'all remember Riches? And Macy's. We trained Braden right at 23. He makes 55K a year, no debt. That's awesome. And he has one credit card with no balance and nearly a 800 score. He's not the typical. He's not typical. And when you train them right, that's what happens. You have to set them up for success. And with me, like, I'm not gonna force my child to leave home. Chase, Discover, J.C. Penney's. Oh, girl, you remember McRae's? Yes, we used to have, is it McRae's? Yeah, I remember them. You done went all the way back, Wanda. I used to love going to them. And they went out of business too. My parents told me that they remember when tuition was $2,500 a year. What? And you could work your way through school. My gosh. Shoot, I would have had a PhD with that price. If you are lucky enough to find a good paying job without a degree, you be stuck at the company. That's true. You be stuck because you can't go nowhere else. Just ain't kidding. When I was in my 20s, Sears was a big one for me. They had really nice clothes for children, clothes that made kids look like kids. Yeah. A lot of the clothing now don't make kids look like kids now. You used to file bankruptcy on student loans, but they stopped it. Yeah, because they want to keep you in debt, indebted to the system. Y'all, I'm not forcing my child to leave my house. When she finished school, I want her to stay here with me at least 2 to 3 years. Even if it's 4 years, because I want her to save money. I'm not rushing her out the house. A lot of times, Gen X, our generation, I don't know what it is. It felt like if you didn't leave the house after you finished college, you were not successful. It's like it was ingrained in you to go to college and leave. Once you get that degree, get out the house, get your own place. I don't want her to get out the house fast. I want you to stay here with me so you can save up some money and then you can leave. But I think they need to leave out the house with something in their bank account. Because for me, you left at 16. I left right after college and was broke. Yes, I heard tuition was cheap back in the day. Wow. I stayed home until I was 33 years old and I graduated from college and my parents paid. Oh, see, that's a blessing. You didn't have to be in debt. We push our children. I'm not pushing my daughter out. She can stay here as long as she needs to get herself together, as long as she's doing something like going to school and being productive. Now, you just can't be sitting around the house, but she already know. We need to elevate. You need to save. And then, y'all know, hey, Big Ward, how you doing? Y'all make sure y'all check out Big Ward the Genius. I feel so blessed to have you here. He's a big content creator, y'all. He puts out a lot of life lessons, y'all. If y'all want the truth, the raw deal, follow Big Ward. He speaks the truth and he talks about a lot of different subjects. So make sure you all check him out. You got ran out the Air Force. Cheryl, what you was doing? it's hard out here now, so it's good to stay home until you get on your feet. I agree. I'm not telling my child she got to leave when she gets out of college. Big Ward is in the house, the genius. Thank you so much for being here. Just reset. Leaving home with no saving is the flip side of the American dream, boosting the economy while incurring debt if you don't make good financial decisions. Angie Young said, Big Ward told me about you. Thank you so much, Big Ward. I remember you told me that's how you found my channel. And see, it don't, a lot of, that's why I respect Big Ward, because he will shout you out. He don't care how small your channel is. If he vibe with you, he like your energy, he's gonna shout you out. But some of these other channels, y'all, they be like, if you don't have a subscriber count, they don't want to fool with you. So I just appreciate Big Ward for that. I had a lot of people from his channel, when he said my name, started coming over. I was like, wow. I was so impressed. Yes, indeed, I gave my boy one bill to pay while he figured it out. That's good, because you need to give him some type of responsibility. That's why a lot of children fail, because they're not taught responsibility. And you know, we love them so much, but you got to teach them how this world is. And you know, you got to pay bills. You got to have responsibilities. Yes, Big Ward is in the house. Angry Otter said, I'm out. Braden is landing from his trip. Thank you for so much for coming in, Mike. I appreciate you. Everybody speaking to Big Ward. Y'all check him out if y'all ain't already subscribed. Me, I love watching him. Big Ward be telling the truth. I be so weak. I be like, I wish I could say that, but somebody from my job probably find me and start showing everybody at work. So, but Big Ward be spitting facts, and I love his energy. He's always a real one. I love that about him. Speak the truth. I said I was gonna start talking more truth talk videos. I don't know how my audience may be receptive of it, but I'm gonna try it, because people need to hear the truth. And people need to hear people speak their minds, because we got this culture now that they don't want you to speak your mind. They want to counsel you. If they don't agree with what you say, we got this counsel culture. And I don't know what that's about, but I don't like that type of generation. You don't counsel somebody because they're speaking their mind. Everybody has the right to feel however they want to feel. Big Ward said, I am here to enjoy another great content creator. Thank you so much, Big Ward. I appreciate you. Lemonade Life said, yes, my 20-year-old pays our HOA, and I'm thankful he's responsible. That's good, because I just paid, to be honest, I just paid mine today. And I wish when my daughter gets of age, she gonna have to pay it, because I already told her. I always tell her, you need to treat this house like it's yours, because if we don't move, or wherever house we go to, it's going to be yours. So treat it like it's yours. Clean it up like it's yours. But yeah, about this counsel culture. I feel like counsel culture, people who don't want you to speak your mind, they are part of the system, because they want to control you. They want to control how you think and feel. And they are part of the problem. So they systematic. So I don't even like dealing with people. If I can't be myself, I don't want to be around people who don't let me be myself. While I lived at home, I also paid household bills. And that taught you responsibility, didn't it, Ken? Brian D., I'm learning that I don't have to respond to everything I don't agree with. Yeah, if you don't agree with it, just, don't respond, because Everybody has their own life lessons and their own journey of how they see life and how they experience things. People go through things like I was talking about earlier. People carry pain different. They process information differently. We all have different experiences. And with our different experiences, we can grow from even listening to other people's experiences. You don't know, you may have a friend or a loved one that's going through similar things that someone else has talked about because because you and your feelings and emotional and don't like what they saying, you can't even receive what they saying. Cancel culture doesn't move the needle in this society. I am tired of cancel culture. They've been trying to move the needle. I know in Gen X, I don't care for all that. I like, I be so outdone, like when people find out, like when preachers are doing something shady, or like when people that's celebrities are doing something that they feel like they don't have no business doing. People are always gonna make mistakes. No matter how much money they have, how much fame, status, they are people. It don't make them superior because they have money or because they have a status. Right, Brian. Gen X, we built different. We can take the truth and keep on ticking. It's not gonna hurt me how somebody else feel or believe. Right, whether it's right or wrong, you can learn from everybody. You better say that. And I get tired of people trying to put people in a box. If I gotta be in a box and be restricted around you and I can't move and flow like I want to, I don't need to be around you. Cause you like the system. You wanna control me. Yes, it's sad. You need to be careful what you say on these internet. And you have to, because some people have been stalked on the internet. People can't take what you say. It ain't even got to be nothing bad. You could just be giving your opinion and people mad. So you can be the most articulate, poised, put together person trying to uplift the community, and they'll find a problem with that. It's just no pleasing people. But y'all, I'm gonna go ahead and y'all know I gotta get up at 4:30 in the morning. I don't want to go to work, but I gotta go. I gotta get that paycheck. So the only truth is what the Most High says the Bible. Let the Most High be true and every man be a liar. Right. People worship people with money. I worship God. They do worship people with money, and I don't really understand it because they act like the person doing something for them. People like to follow big names and statuses. I don't understand it. They ain't never met these people in their life and time. A celebrity dies or something, they making these posts like they been in the family with these people and stuff. I just really don't get it. No, Wanda, I don't have days that I go live, but I may start having a consistent day that I go live. I think it's good for the community to talk and for people to connect with real people, because some people are in spaces where they don't even fit in with the community and the people that they're around every day. Some people don't even fit in with their family members. So I think it's good when like-minded people come together and can talk and can vibe. So I may start just doing that. Thank you so much. But yes, I can only follow God and let him lead me. Thank you so much, Wanda. But I hear my daughter up, y'all. She got to go to school in the morning, so I'm gonna go ahead and get off this live, and I'll probably be coming on again probably next Sunday. I like Sundays feels good because I be having the Sunday scaries, y'all, on Sunday. I'm still dealing with that, like my anxiety be high. Cause I guess I just be thinking about the week, Monday through Friday grind, and my body won't settle down. But talking to y'all really help. Talking with other people that I know that's in the struggle and the hustle, it really helps me out. So I appreciate you all. I thank y'all so much for being here and hanging out with me. But I'm going to go ahead and go and try to get some rest. I hope all of y'all have a good week. Do some fun things, get some rest. Try not to let the job stress you out. I appreciate you all so much too. Y'all be blessed now. Y'all shine bright. I'll talk to y'all later.